December 2025 didn't begin quietly for ARMY. It started with a shockwave, a sudden shift in the global conversation surrounding one of K-pop's most influential figures. Park Jimin, known to the world simply as Jimin of BTS, stepped back into the spotlight after months of quiet post-military transition. But this wasn't simply a comeback to normal activities. It was a reinvention, a transformation so noticeable that fans, critics, and media outlets worldwide began to ask the same question: what happened to Jimin? The sweet, soft-spoken, angel-voiced idol seemed to have returned carrying something different, a quiet power, a grounded calmness, a maturity that wrapped around him like a new skin. His presence on screen was sharper, his voice deeper, his confidence radiated effortlessly, even in casual travel clips, behind-the-scenes footage, and promotional material for Are You Sure? Season 2, for many, this was the Jimin they had always known. Delicate yet strong, gentle yet charismatic, emotional yet composed. But this time, something about him seemed elevated, evolved, almost reborn. Media outlets across Korea, Japan, Europe, the US, and Southeast Asia began to highlight Jimin's new aura. Headlines praised his sophisticated fashion, his calm energy, his global celebrity poise. Social media amplified the transformation with terms like post-military Jimin era, mature Jimin, and 2026 comeback king trending multiple times in the first week of December, and the world wasn't imagining it. Jimin had changed. But to understand this transformation, we need to go back, before December 2025, before the first teasers, before the sudden wave of attention, to the quiet months in which Jimin disappeared from the public eye. This silence wasn't a retreat. IT was incubation. IT was evolution. IT was preparation. Because when Jimin chose to return, he didn't simply show up. He arrived. It's impossible to talk about Jimin's transformation without acknowledging the uniquely intense chapter that shapes every South Korean male idol. Military service. For some celebrities, enlistment is a disorienting pause. For others, it's a recalibration. But for Jimin, judging by everything fans have seen since his return, it was metamorphosis. During his service, Jimin remained mostly private. Unlike some idols who regularly updated fans with photos or handwritten notes, Jimin's communication was far more restrained. He showed glimpses, occasional messages, holiday greetings, and brief updates, but he kept much of his personal journey to himself. And fans respected that. But behind that silence, something deeper was happening. People who have served often describe military life as relentless. Early mornings, physical discipline, communal living, strict routines, and zero room for celebrity privilege. For someone as sensitive and introspective as Jimin, this environment likely became both a challenge and a catalyst. Military service forces idols into anonymity. Inside the barracks, Jimin wasn't a global superstar. He wasn't the first Korean soloist with a #1 Billboard Hot 100 single. He wasn't the face of Dior or Tiffany & Company. He wasn't the performer whose dance lines mesmerized millions. He was simply private first-class Park Jimin. That humility, that grounding, rewires a person. And when he completed his service, fans immediately noticed the effect. Jimin became quieter in posture, but firmer in presence. More careful with his words, yet more confident in his voice. More grounded, more adult. This wasn't just about looks or styling. IT was emotional maturity, spiritual growth, a new relationship with fame, with pressure, with identity. And when the cameras turned on again for the first time, the world saw it too. The clearest look at Jimin's transformation came with the resurfacing of one of ARMY's favorite formats, the travel reality series Are You Sure? Starring Jimin and Jungkook. Season 2, filmed in Switzerland and Vietnam, became the first major content featuring Jimin after enlistment. From the moment the teasers dropped, fans noticed the shift in Switzerland. Jimin's styling emphasized natural textures, warm earth tones, and refined winter wear, exuding adult sophistication rather than playful idol charm. His expressions were serene yet powerful, his interactions gentle yet anchored. In Vietnam, he radiated a more energetic warmth, laughing with locals, savoring grilled pork, engaging with culture without hesitation. But even here, his energy felt controlled, not chaotic, joyful, not juvenile. Media coverage exploded. Jimin's post-military maturity stuns viewers. Jimin shows a new side, confident, calm, global. The world falls in love again with Jimin's sophisticated transformation. But what truly captivated fans wasn't just how he looked. It was how he carried himself. Jimin no longer felt like a young idol navigating global fame. He felt like a global artist confidently embracing the next phase of his career, and this shift had enormous implications for BTS, for the 2026 comeback, and for the global entertainment industry watching closely. As Jimin re-entered the public sphere, fashion journalists took immediate notice. The new mature Jimin wasn't accidental. It was meticulously assembled, a narrative told through fabrics, silhouettes, and visual choices. Point 1. Softer colors, deeper tones. Pre-enlistment Jimin often wore pastels, playful accessories, and youthful styles. Post-enlistment Jimin leaned into deeper blacks, charcoal grays, tailored browns, and elegant whites. Point 2. Playful style, sophisticated minimalism. Gone were the oversized hoodies and casual streetwear in their place. Structured coats, clean-lined sweaters, luxury watches, refined jewelry, slim-cut trousers. 3. Boyish charm, adult elegance. His expressions changed too. The trademark shy smile remained, but now paired with a sharper jawline, stronger posture, and a confident stillness. Point 4. Idol icon Jimin's new image felt designed not just for fans, but for the global luxury market. Fashion magazines wrote articles describing him as a leading figure in modern Korean elegance, a global style ambassador in the making, the perfect blend of softness and strength. And this image shift played a key role in why the world suddenly couldn't stop talking about him. Because Jimin wasn't just returning, he was ascending. Why were global media so focused on Jimin's transformation? Why did outlets from Seoul to Tokyo to New York suddenly produce think pieces about his evolving public identity? Because Jimin embodies something rare in global entertainment, a successful transition from youth icon to adult superstar. This transition often derails celebrities. Many lose relevance, others lose identity. But Jimin, instead of shrinking under pressure, seemed to grow quietly, steadily, confidently. Media analysts pointed to several reasons. A. Emotional intelligence. Jimin has always been praised for his empathy and emotional awareness. Post-enlistment, this emotional maturity became even more apparent. His words felt wiser, his tone calmer, his presence deeper. B. Global appeal. Unlike some idols who lean towards specific markets, Jimin's charm has always transcended borders, from Korea to Japan, the US, Southeast Asia, and Europe. His transformation only amplified this. C. Dual strength. Soft plus strong. Very few public figures maintain softness without losing strength, or express strength without losing vulnerability. Jimin balances both, effortlessly. This duality made him the perfect face for luxury brands, documentary-style content, travel shows, variety formats, global promotional campaigns, emotional storytelling project. D. A clear evolution arc. The public loves narrative, and Jimin's growth tells a powerful story. Young trainee, global superstar, military soldier, mature artist. The world loves arcs like these because they feel human, relatable, inspiring. And that's why December 2025 became the month. Jimin's transformation wasn't just a fan conversation, it became a global headline.